Hi, my name is Eric Muir. I'm the CEO at VTI Aerospace. We build artificial intelligence technology for today's pilots. We're starting with FlightShepherd, our AI co-pilot, to make flying safer and simpler.
What problem are you solving in aviation today?
Today's pilots are trying to juggle too much, whether it's weather, airspace, traffic, navigation. FlightShepherd is built to assist pilots and reduce their mental load. FlightShepherd acts as a trusted AI co-pilot. It handles ATC communication interpretation for you, ensuring that there's no miscommunication or readback inaccuracies. It provides real-time information through a verbal interface, whether that's weather, airspace information, or frequencies. And it also provides contextually aware prompting and alerting so that you stay ahead of the tasks in front of you.
What makes this different from a standard autopilot?
There's a lot of technology already in today's cockpits. FlightShepherd's not meant to replace, but rather it's meant to complement those technologies and bring a whole host of new capabilities to the pilot's fingertips. FlightShepherd is built for every kind of pilot, whether it's a student pilot or general aviation enthusiast, all the way up through business professionals, commercial and defense pilots. We're building the technologies that can keep all pilots ahead of the airplane, safer, and reduce their task load.
What's the risk in aviation if nothing changes?
Aviation's always seen a progression of new technologies, but with the increased demand and congestion in airspace, recent instances and accidents are demanding better solutions. And so, FlightShepherd's coming at a time where aviation, continues to need new technologies to support the demand and the growth. And we have an opportunity to really make a difference in some of the close calls and some of the tragic accidents that have been occurring in recent years. Yeah, so FlightShepherd's intended to supplement, enhance, not replace existing technologies. So FlightShepherd can be integrated with existing EFBs as well as avionics that are already built into the aircraft. And as features of FlightShepherd continue to increase, that integration will only grow.
What does success look like for VTI and for FlightShepherd?
Yeah, we're targeting to have FlightShepherd in the cockpit of every aircraft and in the hands of every pilot. This is a technology that will become as ubiquitous as EFBs have replaced paper charts and maps 20 years ago. There'll be a point where pilots won't remember flying without FlightShepherd.
Right base, turn about a mile out, report them in sight.
Traffic inside, point 243.
Point 243, follow them, runway 15, clear to lane number 2.
So another situation, again, a lot going on, told us to hold short, she's trying to get all these flight schools out, before landing checklists. These are the kind of things that easy to skip over, a lot going on, and you don't want to take the time. We want to try to get out when, when she gives us the clearance. And so, have the paper charts, able to read through them. But if she gives you a clearance to go and you're able to query FlightShepherd and say, provide the before landing checklist, it'll give you the key action items, rotation speed, flap and trim settings, power settings, so that you don't have to, again, look down, pull out and distract yourself from kind of a congested environment.
Meridian 59er Whiskey, fly straight out, runway 15, clear for takeoff.
Straight out, clear for takeoff, runway 15, Meridian 59er Whiskey.
Yeah, so we just departed northern Colorado Airport, NOCO, headed eastbound out on the east of the Front Range here. A lot of congested airspaces around metropolitan areas like Denver, a lot of different airspaces, a lot of different frequencies. And so, as you're traversing the space and you have different traffic alerts coming from both the onboard system and from air traffic control, there could be, just a higher workload. And So FlightShepherd is really designed here to allow you to keep focusing on those items while also giving you access to information. Could be weather. Maybe you're climbing out and there's some thunderstorms popping up in the area, and you want to understand what the weather is at some different airports. Verbal query like that. Might be if you're a VFR pilot, you might be passing through different airspaces, different frequencies that you need to check in with. Denver approach, or some of the Class Delta airspaces where they have control towers. So being able to quickly query that information as well, or if you get handoffs before you're expecting it, and able to get the information. So those are some of the different examples. Another one that is pretty common is just checklist reminders. Here we are on kind of a climb out. A lot of aircraft have a few important items to make sure you check and adjust on your climb out, and so simple reminders to perform the climbing checklist or whatever is appropriate for the aircraft, and not just remind you to do it, but also give you the checklist items. Is again another opportunity to keep your head up, focused on what you're doing, and use a very natural interface through the voice. I mentioned that we can augment the existing use of electronic flight bags, EFBs, pilot apps, and use them through the integration to provide more context to the feature-rich information that's already available there. And so, if you're thinking, oh, FlightShepherd sounds like a standalone product, it's going to compete with what I'm already used to. It's really designed to complement and provide a next generation set of features to those really useful tools that people are already using. What is the nearest airport?
Greeley-Weld County Airport is 18 miles southwest at a bearing of 210 degrees.
What is the longest runway there?
The longest runway at Greeley-Weld County Airport is 10,000 feet.
And what are the winds and ceilings reported?
Winds at Greeley-Weld County Airport are 260 at 8 knots and sky conditions are clear.
What are the nearest reported winds aloft at 12,000 feet?
The nearest winds aloft are 272 at 23 knots, reported at 9,000 feet, 23 miles northwest of present location.
Is the Northern Colorado tower active?
Yes, the Northern Colorado Airport tower is active until 0100 Zulu.
And what is the tower frequency?
The tower frequency at Northern Colorado Airport is 118.4.
How far away are we from Northern Colorado Airport? And what bearing to the airport?
Northern Colorado Airport is 38 miles west at a bearing of 226 degrees.
Remind me when I'm 10 miles to the airport so I can call tower.
Reminder set for 10 miles from Northern Colorado Airport.
Are there any towered airports between my position and Northern Colorado?
There are no towered airports between your present location and Northern Colorado Airport.
What is the maximum altitude or ceiling of the airspace at Northern Colorado?
Northern Colorado Airport is in Class E airspace to the surface. Pilots are required to establish two-way radio communication within 4.1 nautical miles and 2,500 feet, AGL.
Provide the top of descent checklist.
Set destination airport. Check METAR. Load approach and tower frequencies. Brief and load the instrument approach if applicable.
FlightShepherd isn't about replacing pilots. It's about unlocking their full potential.